So we are going to graph this linear system of equations on the calculator. To do that, we need to rearrange each of those equations into the slope-intercept form, which means we have to solve for y, or isolating y. So we're going to take 2x plus 3y equals 13, and we want to isolate the y term first, so we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. That leaves us with 3y on the left-hand side equals negative 2x plus 13. Now that we've isolated the y term, we are going to isolate y itself, and we do that by dividing both sides of the equation by 3. So 3 divided by 3 leaves us with y, so 3 is 1, so we have 1y. Here, this 3 divides both the x term, so we have negative 2x minus, or divided by 3, plus 13 divided by 3. And since dividing by 3 leaves us with some ugly decimal numbers, repeating decimals, we'll leave it as a fraction. Now I'm going to rearrange the other equation. We have 5x minus 2 is equal to 1. Exactly the same process. We subtract 5x from both sides. That leaves us with negative 2x is equal to negative 2y is equal to negative 5x plus 1. Now we divide both sides by negative 2. The negative 2's cancel. We're left with y, and we have negative 5 divided by negative 2, so that gives us 5 over 2x, and we have 1 divided by negative 2, which is negative 1/2, so we subtract 1/2. So now we have our two equations, and we are going to enter them into the calculator. Now that I have my calculator set up, we're going to enter those equations. We go into y equals, and we enter our first equation. I have 5 divided by 2 times x minus 1 divided by 2, or 1/2. That's our first equation. And now we're going to enter the second equation. We have negative 2 divided by 3x plus 13 divided by 3. Now we have those two equations entered. We're going to press the graph button and see what we get. There's our first equation, and here is our second equation. And so we can see where the intersection point is. It's approximately 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 3 and 3 maybe. We'll see 3 and 4. And we can actually get the calculator to do this calculation for us. We go second and calculate, which is the trace. You can see the calculate in blue right above. So we press trace. Number 5, the fifth element, or the fifth menu item, is intersect. So we're looking for the intersection point. And notice it gives us the curve here, the equation. It's confirming that. So yeah, we press enter to say yes. Again, we have our second equation, and we press enter to identify it. It wants us to take a guess, and to do that, I'm just going to move my cursor close to that intersection point. And now we're going to press enter. And clearly I'm not that good at estimating, but I have 1.53 as my x and 3.32. And so that is our solution. So the solution is 1.53 and 3.32. Now remember, these are approximations. So when we go to verify, we're going to take 2 times 1.53 plus 3 times 3.32, and we're going to see the question we're asking ourselves, does that equal 15? And it's going to be an approximate value. So I'll just bring the calculator back, slide it over here, and so second and mode takes us out of that, and I have 2 times 1.53 plus 3 times 3.32. Oops, missed the decimal there, 32. And we can see we don't quite have 15. Oh, sorry, it's 13. Excellent. So better than 15. Sorry about that. That gets us fairly close. It's not exact, but that comes from us not having to do some rounding. So we're going to test the second equation. We have, sorry, that's 5 times 1.53 plus, well, subtract, let me rewrite that, 5 times 1.53 minus 2 times 3.32, and we're seeing if that will equal 1. So again, we'll pull up our calculator and test it out. 5 times 1.32 minus 2 times 3.32, and that gives us approximately 1. And so that verifies that that is the solution to our equation.